they'll give drugs for conditions that are not even, the drug was not even clinically prescribed for. This is things that would happen, whereby they begin to give children drugs that have not been clinically tested on children to help to treat adult conditions. So what we have to say, we have to understand that the drug companies, it's important that we understand that they're not really for us. So if I'm a doctor here, I will say, boy, okay, lisinopril as an ACE inhibitor is not effective in black people because of low renin content. Let me research myself as a physician and see what is it that could benefit my patient better, more good than bad. So if I say, well, amlodipine might be better, you know, for my patient, let me give him that instead. We are not supposed to be having physicians that just give drugs as the drugs come and have no accountability. They have to be saying, as I was saying yesterday, I'm a member of the St. Lucia Non-Communicable Chronic Illness Commission. And something I see that is very important, and I sit down with Dr. Didier and all these doctors on that commission. It's almost like a dead commission because people don't want to accept what they have, the information. You have to look at it. So what we're saying is, how is it that we are going to analyze the efficacy of the drugs that we have been giving our people in Dominica? How is it you're going to tell me as a man that we are going to set a standard and say, all right, we've been prescribing this drug for the past 20 years. How is it that this drug has helped our people, and has it assisted our people in getting better at all? And is it that this drug is supposed to be continued? How many deaths can we associate with the intake of these drugs? Why am I saying that? Not to put the drug company on the spot or anybody on the spot, but in America, even the Food and Drug Administration, I mean, they have their own stats. Maybe they're not doing a terrific job, but they could give you stats reporting how many cases of death came from the use of that drug. But if here somebody took a wrong pill and they died, they're going to be afraid to even mention it. I mean, that's ridiculous. Then how is it that you're going to prevent that problem from reoccurring? So we have to begin to face these things, look at the reality of it, and understand that we have hope. And our hope lies in knowing that in Dominica you have over 20 people over 100. What have these people been doing? What they were using 50 years ago when they were 50, when they had a headache. What they were doing 20 years ago when they had a bellyache. We have to understand that and literally work towards inculcating this same type of lifestyle within our children. Now, I went to medical school and I do herbal medicine. Why? Because you know, people like to hear things, oh, why you went to university, and they like to, and they feel like the knowledge is more accurate. But what I'm saying, yes, we go to universities, we get our PhDs, our MDs, but let us make our education something that could assist our people to get better. Let me come to Dominica and look on the street and see less people that are obese. When you look at the majority of our women, the great majority of our women, you know, they need to cut down on the size of the belly. I mean, come on. Before, what has happened to the Coca-Cola shape when our African sisters, our Caribbean sisters used to have, that have disappeared, you know. You have a new genotype of people with a different phenotype. Right now, all the women, they're changing shape. They're morphing.
So what is it that they have to do? Tell me.
Come at the lecture on Wednesday. Right? I mean, we are on little time. Come at the lecture on Wednesday from 5 p.m. That's at the 40 Hotel. And we'll be going from medicines to drugs, where we're going to be comparing the medicines and what drugs that they use instead of them and how you could use it.
And you would suggest the alternative, of course.
Well, I would suggest, you know, I never tell anybody stop taking prescription drugs, you know. If you come to me as a patient, I will give you information that you're supposed to find relevant, and you use it for yourself. Because I wasn't the one that prescribed it to you, you understand? You have to go and speak to your doctor about that. I never tell anyone to stop taking prescription drugs.
Let's take a few phone calls before we wrap. Hello.
But if you want to see if you advertise insurance company advertising about advantages, people right on the money.
Are you saying that the guys right on the money because even the insurance companies speak about it? Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
More
like, I think a lot of the women, I think you're still not talk that point. A lot of women morph into a kind of masculine shape is this.
Yes.
Any reason why is that so?
Yeah, it's a high growth hormones, testosterone specifically in the food. Because they make a foul lay without giving it a cock coming on it, you know. The hen and the cock supposed to mate, and then you have an egg. But they're just giving it some laying and it lay. What you think is hormones. So when the woman eat these things, what happens? They get like a man. And because some of the men giving the women such a hard time, the women are constantly stressed too. High level of cortisol also leads to depression and what we call masculinization.
The women would love you for that. 801, good morning. Good morning, hello.
Bad morning.
Morning, how are you?
Not bad morning to your guest. This is topic, man. All what he said there is true, man. But the herb is too expensive, man. The herb is too expensive, and Dominic keep talking about that. I would like to hear his response. Thank you.
Well, I mean, if you buy a herb, even in Dominica, I wouldn't even answer that. All them herbs growing outside there were wild. When someone come to me, I tell them that Zuti, Dobla, you could just go outside. If you have one of our books, the herbal manual, you could take the herbal manual. That's why we write books, you know. You could take the herbal manual and you could go look at the picture and all the herbs are growing there wild. My medicines that I sell, they are different than herbs. They have been processed in my way, and its production and its price is plain ticket and bottling and labeling and all these things there. That's different. But the knowledge of the herbs is for free. You have the herbs growing wild for free. Most of us use so much gummoxin and pesticide. You kill all the T-Shapati and everything, and then you cannot come and say it's expensive. Start planting back your backyard garden and growing all your things.
So you don't have to buy?
You don't have, most of these things here grow wild in Dominica. If people in Dominica go back to their traditional medicine, when you used to grow up, when you have a headache or a bellyache, what do you used to do? You just to go, you say, oh, I choose a boom, you go and you pick up your thing and you boil and you drink. But now people become so lazy that, and they don't even want to understand the physical structure, that they want to just to go to someone every time when they have a headache. You're supposed to know why your head is hurting you. So what I'm doing here, I'm just assisting you. So if I start you on a 21-day cleansing program, that your taste buds, because most of us, what we don't understand is that we are addicted to food. A lot of people are food addicts. So what my medicine will do, after you drink one of the laxative, it might clean out your tongue and you might not want to eat the chicken again. Or you might think a lot before you eat the chicken. So that's what it is.
All right, let's take another phone call. Hello, good morning. The farmers are in next. Hello.
Hi, good morning.
I
don't know if you have a book. I get it.
You have a book? You carry books with you this time?
Yeah, well, my books are Jay's bookshop, you know, and Mr. Jay his company has been very, very good to us in helping us to dispense the knowledge. But the books are available at Jay's bookshop. It's called the Sugar Baby, one specifically about diabetes, and one herbal manual that has the vegan cookbook and also all the information on the herbs.
All right, good morning. Hello.
Yes, good morning, Matt.
Good
morning to your guest.
Yeah.
Matt, I need to give the doctor, some praises because, Matt, as the good Lord said, as it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the ending. It is not too long that our chief medical doctor came out with a warning telling Dominicans about counterfeit drugs. Drugs that is not really, tested, and, pharmacists having it selling to our Dominican people. Now, if the qualified drugs, as they say, those that is tested, is not doing good for our people, how much you believe the counterfeit drugs will do for people? It will more kill you than get you better. Because you see, there is people that is having high blood pressure and diabetes, and they put you on drugs for life. And the more you take the drugs, every time you go and test, your pressure and your sugar is high. But then you have no choice that when the tablets finish, you still have to go to the pharmacist and spend a lot of money to buy the same drugs that is not doing anything for you. So I am saying, look, the time has come where our people must get serious and get educated and get smart. I mean, probably the doctor is not maybe coming often enough to really get people to understand what they have to do for themselves, because I am seeing we are a nation that is dying, but probably we might be taking it for joke. but we have it very